Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about BNB. So BNB basically has reached the target after we had two long entry points here, plus this long-term accumulation phase. Would have been nice to get into this area as well. That would have provided another entry point in a deeper wave 4. But for now, I assume that it's actually chopping its way along in a wave 5 in something that you could call an ending diagonal. For example, just to label that correctly, would have to assume now, because of this new high that we made, that we have 5 waves, that we finished the wave 4 here in the first support area. I did at the time share another support area, which we also hit, which was another basically long entry point. Unfortunately, we missed this one, only very shallow. Yeah, would have been nice to see a clearer and deeper wave 4, like an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. Missed the last one here, but we've reached the target now. Target was calculated based on, let me just double check that, the last low. Yeah, the last low, taking the length of the third wave, going to the low of the fourth, and then going high and measuring the target for the fifth, and this target has now been reached. So I have to assume that what we are doing here is basically just a diagonal pattern in this fifth wave, yeah, chopping its way along in something like a channel or ascending wedge. It's the top is not very well defined here, but I'm just gonna put on here some kind of a parallel channel where at least we've got 2 touch points here, don't we? We've got that top, that top. Let's see if we reach that top. But if it's a diagonal, the wave 5 should be complete shortly, and we might be heading into this wave 2 support area. For now, I'm going to take that last support area off the chart, because if this is a wave 5, this one will become invalid, because then the wave 2 support area will become relevant. And yeah, I mean, if we talk about counting a diagonal, is always difficult. Certainly what I would say is we have enough waves to consider here a wave 1, 2, this could only be the 3, maybe there'll be a 4 and another 5 to the upside before we come down. Diagonals are choppy, but that would be what would make sense to me. Yeah, certainly important we've reached target. It can give us a clearer high all the way up to $358. That would be quite a lot though. Let's see how eventually this will all play out. I mean, I could also, the other way to count this is that we had the wave 4 here. This is not entirely clear at this stage, but also it doesn't really matter too much. It would just push the target a little bit higher. The way to handle this is that if we make a new high here, we will also push higher eventually. Okay, so if we say this is an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave in a running flat, then we can count this slightly differently. Then this would be the 1, this would be the 2, this would be a 3, there'll be a 4 and still 5. Eventually it might push a bit higher, but that's what we will see as we go along. For now, important to highlight, target has been reached, and I'm watching for a reversal signal as soon as this fifth wave is complete, and then we can look at a wave 2 support for scaling in, for anybody who missed this or this area or even here. For now, let's say we topped now, but I don't think we have topped. The support would be between $245 and $277. So between the 50% retracement and the 78.6 retracement. Yeah, so that is sort of where I would expect this wave 2 to bottom. However, of course, if it pushes higher, which I assume at this stage it will do, these targets will go up, as you can see. Now, first of all, first target now, in my opinion, would be the top of that channel. Now, again, it's not perfectly defined, so allow a bit of flexibility there. Yeah, eventually, in whatever shape or form I'm counting this, it should still push a bit higher. And also here might be a small bull flag, which is forming here, yeah. So I think we still have a chance to push a little higher also in the very short term. But again, the trade setups were here. You can trade the range if you like to. They are not very reliable setups, unfortunately, from experience. But for now, the trend is up and it's looking good for BNB. Yeah, glad that the expectation here was fulfilled and also glad that we have 5 waves up, because with the 5 waves up, it gives us confidence that we could really be in a breakout here. Now again, as so often, we will not know until we come down in wave 2 and have an ABC. So it would most likely look like this. If we come down, A, B, C. So we haven't really started wave A. Best signal for now that a wave A has started would be if we break out of the channel to the downside. And as soon as I see this, I can even give you some, maybe even trading signals for the A wave. Anything else to highlight? Don't think we see anything on the VRVP that's exciting. No, we just sort of, if we go higher here, you have a bit of a spike of the historical volume around 350. Would make sense because this is the previous top. So it is also sort of towards the end of this target range. So I would expect some resistance there. Yeah, nothing else to add other than it's looking good for BNB. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.